Okay, back with more Lost Odyssey. Hopefully we get a side story today. We didn't get any last week in 5 hours. It's quite sad. Get a good skill link here with said. Almost certainly want double SP as soon as possible. Get him equipped here with something. I'll give him the Snatcher Ring. Seems to fit. Do like people having emergency black and white magic. Two more mortals. It's quite exciting.
I'm gonna bury you.
Oh, he's back row. Interesting. Back row physical, I take it? Experiment number 44. Counter seal. Magic seal. He's got a taunt in the back row. It's interesting.
It's over.
Rude. Bad wow. Excuse me. What's he have right now? The Royal Knight Ring, Magic, and Machine Killer. I think these guys are count as magic. I guess they're machines, okay.
It's over.
Got time. Right.
Wasn't even near my level.
Do all of these. Probably fine for now. Don't think that's lootable. Okay. Wanted to be sure.
Hey, I wasn't ready.
So much more MP if you landed perfect on the Osmos round. Damn. There it is. So I'm gonna get 3 characters where I can constantly practice the ring timing, so that's nice.
For Ura.
Guard and antifreeze. Hopefully I don't regret that. Hopefully I don't regret that. I have this cough that will not go away. It's so bad. COVID legacy.
The goats and tanks open these holes.
How about that, your worshipness? Got something to say now? They can't wait to fight. Good for nothing but target practice.
Sid, stop picking on him. It's not his fault he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Oh, so sorry, your graciousness. But that's the way I am. I get heartburn whenever I see someone in power.
Mood.
Well, for the moment, Tolton has no power.
Really?
All right, knock it off. He's after the same enemy we
I love. I just noticed his
The same
shorts
enemy.
or his pants, I guess.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
It's flying.
Is that Grand Staff?
Huh? Whoa, was it meant to fly like that?
One of these is progress. One of these is probably an item. I think I've chosen poorly. Let's see. Oh, is this like a shortcut? No, this looks like for sure has to be progress. Let me go check that door. No, I'm not sure. The guy down there? See where this goes.
Hey, I wasn't ready.
I'm gonna end up like triple backtracking here, I think. Nice. Also nice.
It's over.
Good round there. Not as good. I like not having the camera scroll there.
Not bad
bad for a young punk.
Said. Crisis concentration. MP gift. Oh. You like that. So if I give him a soul ring, although this is probably better. Something I could do eventually, though. Literally just turntail shoes. You get them a lot faster when you have 2 accessories. Holy Guard. Complete defense will be activated in critical HP status. Never do well with low HP power-ups in games like this. I know they're usually like foundational to the speedrun, but ladders. Maybe this is progress. Maybe I have to go both ways eventually. I'm not sure.
Come on, let's see what you got.
Oh. Now that there are stakes to me landing it, I'm landing it more. It seems like. I say that and immediately start missing. That sucks. Cure Petrify.
It's over.
I know my brain I just needed to like sleep on the ring system for a bit.
For Ura.
Make the synaptic connections or whatever. I think I'm just gonna go back because this looks more like progress than the other way. There's all kinds of puzzles here. I don't think the other one had any puzzles. This means I can fully endorse, maybe not an objective marker, but just a thing that, like, highlights the way forward. general direction of the way forward, so I can take a guess here at which way is side content and which way is core content. Let's go in that room in the southeast. I wonder if there's any functional difference between the red chests and the other chests. Do they tend to have like equipable items in them? No, I guess not.
Hey, I wasn't ready.
Nice. Ow. Completely ridiculously huge for sustain, right?
It's over.
If I can get perfect ring attacks, I can completely sustain without needing to get to a save point to get my MP back.
Not even near my level.
Still learning double SP, yeah. Now I guess I just equip one for whatever the effect is. Although I'm not sure, I think she still gets the effect, even if she doesn't have it. Yeah, it looks like she does, okay. Sure about that. Actual analysis. She already had that in her skilling. I guess I can replace it with something else then. Maybe break hit. Or magic was kind of awesome. What's the difference between that and factual analysis? Like strictly better? Okay. Great if I could combine all three of those into one thing later. In this little tunnel here is just a shortcut back. Probably have to come back through that way anyway, so. Okay. Guessed wrong the first time. Can I do any new rings? Stone ring. Oh, that could be pretty good. Essentially just an instant kill. Hilo ring ultra. I guess the effective area would be pretty good on that. Okay, so this was not progress. I'm gonna check that little tunnel real quick. You never know, it's a different map. Confident that's taken care of. Surprised I wasn't ladder blind for that. Get through there.
Hey, I wasn't ready.
You guys can petrify, which is not great.
It's over.
I screwed up my targeting there. Whoops. Really screwed it up, actually.
It's over.
Now 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Leap before you look, I always say.
Got a new thing here. Boulder ring. Frequently causes petrify. Okay. I think gypsum. Actually, real quick. Even thinking about that, I haven't looked at that. I don't know if this applies out of combat, but I guess I'll turn it on in case it does. Oh, I got super turned around.
Hey, I wasn't ready.
There we go. That's what I meant to do last time. Nice. Oh, there's some living gypsum.
It's over.
I don't know if I'd get the instant kill off enough for that to be worth it, but...
It's over. This victory's food for the soul.
Duke. Need to heal really quick. There's another save point up here. What's your deal, guy? Oh, and a full heal. Nice. What's up? Oh, sick. Okay, I needed this. Another upgrade for her already. Herbalist badge, potion booster. I think I have one of these on somebody else, but having it in the form of an item might still be pretty useful. Try to get up to 30 of more of these here. Somewhat expensive. So I can pass the old sword down to Kym, I remember. Okay, so I definitely need like more of these for emergencies. I'm very much paycheck to paycheck on these otherwise. Emergencies where that would matter. Petrify is pretty cheap. Antidotes are like dirt cheap. The MP recovery item is actually pretty cheap too. Cheaper than I realized. I shouldn't have to worry about rezzing in combat ever again. I want to just be able to use that without having to think about it. I might regret this later when I need money for other things, but... Okay. Wisdom. She has a new sword. Okay, so this area is a little complex. Both affect the same thing, I think they do. Disregard, they do not. Where do these ladders go? Basically a shortcut from the bottom, I think. Thank you. Whatever it's going to do a thing where I have to use the shortcut to run all the way around and flip the switch from the other side.
Hey, take the initiative, I always say.
Definitely better at that. Yesterday I was getting like maybe 20% of them. Poison's pretty nasty in this game.
It's not in my nature to lose.
It's double SP take pretty long. Okay. I don't know how MP efficient Gila is. That'll drain the water.
Now's our chance! It's over!
It's fine as long as y'all don't actually cast anything.
Whoa, I'm getting too old for this.
Do I have to go all the way around? Seeming like I might. Up, that one's up. Let's try.
Hey, take the initiative, I always say.
the steal chance goes up on perfects. It would make sense since the MP drain goes up on perfects.
It's over. That was one hard-fought battle.
Alright. Double SP learned. I'm gonna use a slot seed whenever someone learns that. Dedicated space for it. Hell yeah. Like auto shield and auto barrier on every oh, 2 items at the same time. That's cool. Every immortal having this seems really good. It was 100. Let me just get all the double stuff for now. The auto power-ups, but I'm probably gonna end up using all my skill seeds to make sure all of my immortals have all of those. But otherwise. Multiple instances of the effects stack. Try to pay attention on the reward screen. Oh shit. Finger slip.
It's over. That was one hard-fought battle.
Do the whole time? Silly. Wouldn't be done from this side at all in the first place. What am I misunderstanding about draining the water? Really something I'm confused about. Close literally all of them, but then where does the water go? Try closing them all, I guess. See what happens. Oh. There must be something on the side of this thing that I couldn't see. Ladder somewhere here.
You wanna fight or what?
Womp womp. I feel like I have like one hit point again. Pretty much. Thinking that guy is about to miss. His damage doesn't apply to the last second.
I better not see your face again.
Get down. That's the question. They're blind. Oh, there's a ladder right there. Okay. Couldn't see it with the water before, so it's not that I'm blind. Usually it would be. I guess the problem is I couldn't see down there before because of the water. That probably would have told me what order I had to open and close the sluice gates in. Top off real quick. 3.
Hey, I wasn't ready.
Nice. I really gotta land that perfect with Tolton. Big waste if I fail. Mud
Not even
suddenly
near
doesn't
my
suck. doing so well. That's better.
It's not in my nature to lose.
Almost missed you in the corner there, Mr. Pot. Very sneaky. This game kind of gets to have its cake and eat it too in terms of having like a fixed camera. I prefer fixed cameras in almost every game like this.
This?
Magic energy is leaking out.
The magic energy storage tanks. Whoa. Aura has some pretty fancy technology there.
What are they planning? Oh, I think I'm gonna like this.
Shit. High stakes for Tolton. I like how that thing looks like it has a on its back.
It's over. Little by little, step by step.
What are you doing over here? Kind of wish you would just replace, like sometimes things get strictly outclassed, like this level 5 black-white magic strictly outclasses all of these white and black magic skills. Wish they just wouldn't show in the list anymore. It's fine. Oh, it's cool with the map updates when you do that. Oh, this room's gonna be a treat. There's something back there, though. But it can get there from all the way around. I don't think that connects. Let I double check. if I activate this guy? Godly dragon tears. The fuck is that? Oh, okay. Elixir plus remedy. I wonder if that actually matters, that it be pointed the other way next time. Just in case it matters. Okay. This is definitely a sewer dungeon, like all of the usual stress of trying to imagine what's going on with the water level and
I'm gonna bury you.
bridges now.
It's over. It's over. This victory's food for the soul.
Oxen butterfly scales. Venom ring? I need 3 of those. That seems like that is probably worth crafting. Poison's pretty strong in this. Back in this room in a bit. All the way back here, no kidding. It's kind of cool. I've gotten demon sculptures before. Maybe I have. Never mind. That for sure.
I must stand and fight.
The thing I don't like about the random battles in this game is how long it takes to load into a fight. Really great watching Andrea play the Mario RPG remake where like almost instantaneous.
It's over.
I think Nintendo learned a really important lesson from Skyward Sword. I'm sure the reason it takes so long is for technical difficulties. Oh shit. He does always say that. It's true. Say, I feel like I've already been there. Okay. I just hadn't gone up before. It has like a little pinwheel in its back instead of a pendulum. It's really cool.
It's over.
Petrify means I won't get any XP. Should have had Seth do, or said do it.
Leap before you look, I always say.
Double gold. Okay. Let's do all these. Go ahead and spend a slot seat on that. Guess I'll Google it. Lost Odyssey does double loot stack. Do not stack with more than one character. Is this? Okay. I guess even the SP just applies to the whole party, so this would only matter if I end up not using set in the future, which I might want to anyway. It's too bad. Oh, then I don't need this. I guess that's applying to the whole party. Do anti-petrify, since that's a problem down here. Or magic was pretty strong, I thought. Rolls counter.
Hey, take the initiative, I always say.
Nice.
It's over. Never underestimate the royal.
Did fix my skill link though, didn't I? I did. Okay. Making sure. I'm enjoying the combat in this game more when I have no mages. I think they were just like really worried about mage balance and kind of over nerfed them, which I guess is fair. Happens. Probably progress. Let's see. Yeah, there's more stuff for me to do in this previous room. That room's gonna connect back to.
I think I'm gonna like this.
Guess we get an attack off regardless, yeah.
It's over.
Nice miss. I can shoot the back row like that, probably not. Maybe. Bummer. That'll do.
Hey, not bad for a young punk.
Thief's keyring. Be a pretty rare drop. Ace thief ring. Oh. Would be great. 4 more of those though. Or a crazy person like sits here and farms these enemies until he gets them. Either side. Check that in a sec. Ah, beautiful. This is what I was missing. Wisdom earrings. Oh, sick. I don't know if I even have any level 6 black and white magic, do I? Sure don't. Need a merchant or something for that. Checking if there's an item I missed via the ladder one room across.
It's over. It's over. For Ura.
Probably already been up here. Oh yeah, because I remember coming down here and seeing those boxes and being, shit, I guess I can't do anything. I think I can just leave this room. I think I got everything there is.
Take the initiative, I always say.
Ah.
It's over.
Okay. Usually if I roll it good, it's not good enough to kill the thing in one. That okay. Say roll it good as though it's not entirely dexterity based. I guess I am using a wireless controller, so maybe I can blame
It's over.
a little bit of delay on that.
Never underestimate the Roy.
Seems like getting a perfect is pretty tight. This is a hell of a dungeon. It's an hour. Good introduction to Sed. Ground dog. Steal this boat?
My ship!
This one?
Yeah, the Nautilus. Ain't she a beaut? Ah, she's been locked up in here. Poor thing.
She's a good ship, I can tell. She definitely has a feel of the ship you'd pick.
Yeah, I'm stuck with her. Seems like fate. But if she's here, that means we can get her out of here.
Okay, let's go, Tolton.
Thanks for not scrapping her.
Oh, yes, of course.
He had anything to do with that. Oh, that's mean to not have a save point right outside this room. I guess I could have backtracked.
What?
Oh, I really hope I don't game over it. This is pretty high
Isn't that one of the
stakes.
creatures that smashed Ura to bits? Hey, you, get out of my way. You
I got a shortcut somewhere that will be back to the room with the save point. I should
Me and
use.
Nautilus have a moment here.
We're gonna have to give it our all to get around this one.
Thanks. Plenty of healing items this time, at least, so that should help.
I never learned how to fight this way.
Don't get too scared to fight, your worshipness. There's always a way.
Hey, Mama, I bet we can use that. We'll start her up by shooting some magic energy to that engine part, and then we'll...
Sid, I've told you 100 times. Move now, talk later. Get her started.
Straight out of Odyssey 10 fight. I don't know how many I have to land it there. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I was worried it was going to be. I don't know if that's indicative of the damage I dealt.
Stop! Did we get it? Oh, shut up! It's just not enough. Try again.
Decent damage with just regular physical attacks. It seems like. Let's see.
It's storing up magic energy for a big one. Hurry!
Working on it. If I need to defend here to block it, or if Seth would actually like land it harder here. Let's defend just in case we die here.
Starting up! It's working! Oh, yeah! There she goes! How was that, Mama? Ha! I still got it in me.
We're off! Let's go!
All right, let's go. Move it out.
If it's possible to beat it without dropping those. They're really, really high damage.
Whatever you want. There we go. Okay, yeah. So we got here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. Whoa, don't touch that.
I was just wondering what this was.
Huh?
Yay, this song.
3 of them.
Ha, they're coming.
What's wrong?
Told
Afraid to
reaction shot.
Fighting.
I've studied how to do it, but this is the first time I've had to actually fight monsters.
That's pretty different from practice rounds, huh, your graciousness?
Aren't you frightened?
I love it. We're off!
Yes. Hit the fierce attacks of the magic beast and escape from the sewers. Match the timing of their moves and press the buttons. Okay, hopefully there's a checkpoint at the start of this. Don't press the wrong button. Just QTEs. Pretty forgiving, it seems like. Most forgiving QTE of all time. It said. I guess it's fair that it's so forgiving because, like, you only get 3 hit points and it's fairly long. Maybe the button mash one just wants you to, like, press the button a certain number of times. But consistently button mash. Those are pretty good pilots. Nice.
It's a dead end.
Nope, it's a way out.
How?
They'll fly.
Fly?
Hang on!
Pretty sweet.
This is great!
Yes! We did it! We lost him! Woo! What a great ship! I love it!
Oh. Are we flying?
Not for long.
Was lovely.
Awesome, huh?
Wasn't that fun, Your Majesty?
I'm nobody's majesty. I'm just a man.
We need to get you new armor.
And I finally discovered what kind of man I want to be.
And
Right,
what
is-
kind of man is that?
Owns a ski-doo?
A brave man.
Oh, okay.
I want to be like you, said. Laughing in the face of danger.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as you thought, is it, Your Highness? Yeah, everyone wants to be brave. But if you really mean what you say, then you have to be more daring. Be more of a leader.
Leader?
That may be setting the bar a little too high, said.
Cutting back. Yeah. Okay. Wish I could have unequipped everybody there before switching, but that's fine. Now we're in the all-mage party. Needs the skill link. Definitely need reduced casting time. Probably afford to use a slot seat on her. Casting time reduced when critical health. Could be good. She's not getting hit very much at the moment, though. Do the status analysis. Not really pumped up most of these. Oh, is this actually gonna have progress? Let's see.
Let your guard down, eh?
Guys are weak against fire, if I recall. Wish taunt was something that Matt could activate on himself instead of on a specific enemy. Just counter.
That wasn't very fun.
Ooh, Mac learns spell counter. Performs a black magic counterattack against the enemy's magical attacks. Jesus. Still need to save. I should probably back up here. Finish casting until next turn now. It's awful.
I am the greatest!
Probably need to spread the love on here. Go up and hit this save. We
Don't let him get away!
takes so long to land. It just doesn't seem worth it. Nice counter.
I am the greatest!
Good. Still don't know. Down is progress. Guess I'll go down and try to find out. Kingdom for a repel.
Don't let him get away!
Yeah, I think my ability to hit perfects is directly linked to how many party members I have that are consistently just doing a regular physical attack. I get out of practice really quickly.
Well, that seemed like a needless battle.
Okay, good. Wanted to be sure. I haven't seen this in a minute. No longer accessible. Take a load off in peace. Shop, it looks like. Green guy. Whereabouts? Oh, that's cool. Sure. Okay. Help. That is now a thing. 3 holy scepters? Probably just 2. It's not that big of an upgrade for Cook. I don't know if that even matters that much if it's just doing regular damage. I don't think it affects the damage from spells. Quick go try to fight this thing. Oops. Random battle, please, with the lizard people. I have to wonder if they have some kind of technology to keep you from running in circles to get defense.
Just calm down, okay?
They like adjust the RNG for random battles based on how far you've actually traveled from some origin point. until he calls for help a bunch of times. Hopefully it's just like 3. So bad. I'm starting to wonder if it like only spawns when a certain number of them are already out there. Kill them one more time just to see. Just call. Maybe they don't want you to like stumble on this on accident or something. I have to Google it here in a second. Wonder if it's like only in a certain region that'll do it. Lost Odyssey Gaplus. Where is Ton Laplo? Frozen Trail. Will Will not appear if you only encounter 3 at once. Only in the encounter with 4 creatures, you don't even have the ability to call them. That's not completely true. Because I did get more calls here. Maybe they can call but not the boss. Probably should take the soul rings off Jansen and Bane. They're kind of useless when they do such little damage.
Cook! You see what I did?
Go team. Looking for the one where they spawn 4.
Okay, here goes!
This one should do it. Uh-oh. No, I think we're okay. Spawns next time he calls. It's really good. Enjoy it. I like Sakaguchi JRPGs. They're pretty solid on the whole. Some things to complain about, like taking a while for battles to start, but other than that, it's a good time, I think. That one is Don Laplos, okay. Oh, for sure. Lost Odyssey. A lot of guys. strictly better than actually casting a heal spell, which is kind of funny. They didn't have a unique sprite. Alright, did it.
Like taking candy from a baby.
On Laploss Claws. Save that in case something goes wrong here. Go.
I'm always ready.
Round. Doesn't matter. Power of suspicion. Feels like when you get a perfect with the ring attack, it like multiplies whatever the ring effect is by like 10.
Level heads win battles.
Be able to turn this in. Oh, cool. Well, I bought too many staffs. I guess I can just give it to her. It's fine. Sleep 2, Machine 2, Wind 2. Basically never going to use these. I don't want to risk them having an elemental ring. That'll be fun. Very unlikely to attack with them. Oh shit, I didn't realize that I'd finished learning. Oops. Here. I have to unskill link to use reduced casting time? Okay, that's fine. So I could pick up concentrate. Slightly helpful. Need way more of those though. Thanks, y'all. Seems pretty helpful. I'll shield us. Okay. The quest. But just like run it all the way back. The monster boss around here has been defeated. That puts the other monsters in their place. Hot spring. Why do they even let me over here? Something here at one point, or something's gonna be here later, maybe?
Ghost's train crashed. It probably got attacked by them those ice creatures.
Did you hear that? Just now? I wonder... It must be...
Huh? What do you two want?
Where's the train that you were talking about?
Huh? Train?
Please, tell us.
Okay.
Please?
That away.
Thank you.
Train?
Rain?
I think it's worth a look.
Hey, it's dangerous up there. There was some really weird stuff going on. You know.
Crashed magic train site. Cave. Fucked up in this cave. Dead end? Oh, it's so mean. Power.
Looks like we got a good chance.
Comfortable number of enemies. Prisma is going to be the right call, or I'm going to really regret this here. Five enemies is definitely an alarming number here. actually worked. Holy crap. Basically, X zone from Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. Just do regular Zephyr, I guess. Zephyr.
I'm not done yet.
Fire should be against water.
That seemed like a needless battle.
It's really hard to tell what's math. I wish there was like a handy heal all like in Dragon Quest XI here. Tries to just efficiently cast heal spells.
Say your prayers!
It's really bad. Can't deal with this many enemies. I guess I could try single targeting them for now. See if X zone is a low chance of landing. Didn't land that time. Let's heal somebody. Guys really just, they hit like trucks. It's super dangerous. An item in there? Interesting. Oh, shit. Okay. Oops. I don't think any other ones had items. I think they did. That one does. But I checked. Pick it up as slowly as possible. It's a dead end, I think.
I'm always ready.
Organic, hardened, none. It's okay. Okay. Can't get the one. Well, I guess the guard condition's down enough. I might probably do some damage here.
Have I become stronger?
Fine. It's still ticking while I'm opening the chest. That's really rude. Super rude. New spell though is cool. I don't know if I'll use it because it's like non-elemental single target damage. These guys are all earth, okay. Nice.
What a cinch.
Black staff, concentrate, white staff. What do those do? Oh, interesting. Ah. And same with cook. I don't know how often their unique actually matters that much, though. Pick it up, why not? Oh my god, I cannot do this many random battles with this many enemies in here. Give me back the other party. Only spellcasters. Everyone's fire. Okay. I think we might kill them before they're a huge problem. Let's see.
I am the greatest!
Diamond Spirit Band. Okay, what's that? Okay, I have level 6 Spirit Magic. Faster and delay. I want to equip the other thing on her, actually. Switch this to this guy, that might be helpful. Or that goo on the ground. This place kind of sucks. There's a chest in there somewhere. Probably. Oh, I can put a rock there. Okay, let's see. That would be helpful. Really need to find a save point. I'm starting to get really worried about my MP totals here. Which are being nice to me about random battle at the moment, it seems like. Ow.
This does not look good!
The guard condition problem here. Want this game to use Dragon Quest XI's magic system. Nice. God, that hit so hard. Jesus Christ. Wind, right? Regular wind.
Sorry, pal. Ah, what a cinch.
See if there's any new rings I can craft here. This situation's looking real bad. Guess I could start using items to heal. I did buy a bunch of them. It's not that punishing. Don't know what that was. Too late now to find out. I can't get up there. Fuck. Just don't want to be playing around when my MP is so low, you know? Go like all the way around here to let me.
I'm always ready.
Just punch one of them.
Sorry, pal.
But he's able to do a one-shot kill there.
for those who've passed.
Walla from Mac. What's that? Oh, it's a better version of Wall. Okay, cool. That might be worth... Oh no! God damn it. I was gonna say that might be worth learning on the Immortals. That doesn't end up using a lot of his MP. Can I go around the back here successfully? Is this whole thing intended to be a big nightmare where it's impossible to cross over to that? I want to move on when there's like an item there, but I also have no idea how to get up there without slipping down. Bowels of the Earth. Prepared for anything. Well, I want to be prepared for a save point. These.
Oh yeah! Let's get it on!
And attack.
Sorry, pal.
And then perfects at least. That's good to see.
I wonder if Mom would be proud of me.
God Crisis Defense, which I'm not super pumped about. I don't really care about immunity to blind. I should look for immunity to status effects that matter. I already have all of those. Or not freeze. Okay. I think there's actually anything down there. Doesn't look like it. Maybe there's something around the back though. Gnarly. I don't think I want to get pushed through that. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's a thing that happened. If that ever goes back to the way it was. Must be another way to get up there. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing any loot here. Under the wreckage soon. Hey, save point. Good, and I'm probably gonna do the load trick to get my mana back. I still wish that just is the way that it worked natively. Oh, creepy. A lady in a dress standing there? Maybe I missaw it.
Whoa.
I can't sense a pulse.
They can't be dead.
That'd be fucking great if they just killed them.
Yeah, don't panic. Everything's fine.
I don't think they can because of the structure of the rest of the game.
I just can't hear it. I sense a huge energy surge.
Oh, that's her.
That's a tall boy.
Oh, yeah. More good news. I didn't know a creature like that lived around here.
They're probably just a manifestation of whatever power is causing this awful cold.
Can we save Kym and Sarah if we beat the creatures? No, if. We will defeat them.
Tell him, Lil. Okay. I forgot to load my save to get my mana back. Okay, well, if I die, I'll get it back, so that's fine. Raid? That wasn't too bad. Wish you could see the name of that status effect though. Oh, auto reflect. At least that's not hitting very hard. It's like Kym's true form or something. I wonder if it's just an oversight that Dispel doesn't work on Reflect. Okay, we need to like confer freeze immunity to people here. Unfortunately, Ming is the only one who can dynamically be immune to freeze. We. Honestly, I just need to load here. I don't know if I can do that trivially. Keep trying to put out feelers to see if Reflect went away. Ow. I didn't see it cast Reflect, so maybe it just never wears off. This is literally the worst possible party to deal with this problem. It's actually kind of incredible. Enough combos permitted to miss. It's really checking this.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good. She can get MP back by ending. Up because he's my core DPS. That's what got me killed earlier against the ice guy. That's fine. Get all my MP back anyway. 10,000. Almost virtually all, if not all of my damage has to come from Mac. I can't really restore the wall at all. Welcome back, Ming. I think I can probably win it with Mac, just spamming combo. Just trying to keep everybody else alive and buffed, I guess. But what a weird fight to have you have 3 mages and 1 half mage against a boss who is immune to magic. Bye, everybody. So we need freeze immunity first and foremost. Hopefully it's not equipped on somebody in the other group, which is possible and true. Fuck. Oh, that's bad. Okay. At least the rate of it landing isn't terrible. I think any of the ring effects kick in if the enemy is I'm using an activated ability. Turn on status analysis, that would be helpful. Oh, interesting. Like, so loading your save fully heals you, but dying and continuing from a checkpoint doesn't. That's kind of wild. And it seems like bosses like this are calibrated on the assumption that you're coming at it with full resources. So I wonder if they just like forgot to make it so that the save itself heals you. It can't be that because there are save points that explicitly have a full heal station. Okay. Sword magic might be the better thing to save my life here. And turn on Ming as well. Sure he has the status. Let's try this again. So have everybody defend, buff up Mac, and go to town. Really cool looking enemy.
Yeah, more good news. I didn't know a creature like that lived around here.
They're probably just a manifestation of whatever power is causing this awful cold.
Can we save Kaim and Sarah if we beat the creatures? No, if. We will defeat them.
Good luck. Okay, it's better. Yeah, I guess I still should do it in this order. Okay. So in that case, I need to do Power S first, because that's the more impactful to the damage I'm going to do. And Kavera is probably worth casting once I barricade everybody. I guess you can start doing Kavera to start with here. Ouch.
Here.
Check it out!
So I guess he just blocks now, to be honest. Faster on Mac. I don't know if that's really worth casting. Well, unlucky timing on that landing so early. Jesus.
Here.
Let's pick up Jansen. Does seem like enemy attack patterns are just pure random in this, instead of it being like, oh, I can only do this attack at a certain health threshold, right?
Okay.
I'm lucky to have that proc twice for me there.
That was close.
Okay.
I have Gila.
Okay.
Stay on defend. Oh, this isn't gonna go much better. Hook got frozen, which probably the best possible character to get frozen there, to be honest. Turn was already getting wasted. This could be really bad. I really get lucky on that. Every time that's happened, it's healed Mac, his absorbability is procs. This must be like a 50% chance or something.
Okay.
When I killed the Ice Titan boss, it was giving me a lot of trouble. It was also about that rate. One more of those, I think, will get me there. That's gonna hurt. I don't think I can dispel that because of the auto reflect. Casting support seems like a completely insane ability. Like, it completely takes a character out of the combat. They can't do anything, and it barely increases the cast speed of the person that you use it on. Super wild. This should be a kill, unless if the Ice Mine just completely nullifies the damage here. Finally actually hit Mac. Yeah, that's fine.
Ah, what a cinch.
Whoa, hey!
Are they okay?
Kyle! Come on, buddy. Snap out of it. Come on, buddy. You're immortal, right?
Sarah!
No, let us do it, Emmy.
The healing our grandparents music. It's funny, last week's episode was like almost non-stop story, and this one has been almost non-stop dungeon and bosses. Still no side stories, damn it. I'm starting to suspect there aren't any on this disc.
I can't believe it. I thought you were dead. I mean, we gave up on you.
You're spitting in my face.
Spitting in your face. Hey, I love you too, you big lug.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank goodness.
This time, you saved us. Thank you for being so brave. Hook, Mac.
Thanks, Jansen.
Don't worry about it, buddy. We've got bigger problems. By the way, you can always get a job as an ice sculptor. Kidding.
Graphics. Oh, hey, is the band back together? Actually, I really like that sequence where the party was split up. It's cool.
Captain!
Ah, great. Why is Golden Boy still hanging around?
Who is that guy?
Everyone, get on board.
Okay.
You're all safe.
Well, we've been kind of through hell and back. I mean, we're running and fighting. Not that you'd care.
How did you find us?
The pendant that I returned to Ming.
What?
There's magic energy in it. We've been tracking its output.
Ah, I see.
We've gotten a lot of help from this pendant over the centuries.
Yes, we have.
Captain, you've got a new ship.
This is the Nautilus. It belongs to my son, Ced.
That's me.
Wow, the great pirate Ced in the flesh. It's great to meet you.
So the great pirate said is Seth's son.
Ah, you must be Kai Maganar, the immortal doing the dirty work for Ura.
That was a long time ago.
And here we have Kaim's
Not
beloved
from Kaim's
wife,
perspective, but okay.
Pleased to meet you.
and Numara's 1,000-year-old Queen Ming.
It's an honor to meet you.
Please, go easy on me.
In fact, back then...
He hadn't even been born then. Wait a minute. Ming, did you get your memories back?
Sure did.
Yes.
That's great.
Welcome, on behalf of the Nautilus. I think you know this pretty boy
I
here.
think we now have an equal number of mortals and immortals.
King Tolton, why are you here?
He's been used and betrayed by Gongora.
So, his objective is the same as ours.
Yeah, he's still wet behind the ears. But I think we can make something of him.
A daredevil, right, Mama?
Daredevil?
Yeah, a real macho man.
What?
Yeah, I thought something was in your eye. Nothing. Who does your hair?
Yeah.
It's okay. He's been abandoned by Gongora. Left for dead.
You still have an I Spy thing, though? Oh, hey. Disc 4. Okay, that seems... Maybe that's why there were no stories on this disc. They wanted to get all of this, like, story cutscene, voice acting stuff out of the way, and they couldn't fit it on here. I don't think there was a single side story in all of disc 3. It's kind of crazy. I don't think I actually changed my disc here because I'm playing it on Xbox One. I have it downloaded. Disc change complete.
Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
what? Were you sleeping? When we passed out, I dreamed. I saw Mom in the Aurora. You were there too. Really? That's so weird. I had the same dream too. I wanted to ask you about that. Maybe we really were there. Wait a second. You mean it wasn't a dream? Yeah. Well, were we able to get to the Aurora? Well, Mom was
Yeah, for
there,
sure. That's probably part of the challenge.
so it was like a dream. Yeah, it was was like a dream, but it wasn't a dream.
She thanked us for coming, didn't she?
Yeah.
She said she had something to tell us. And it was something for Kaim and Sarah.
I think so. I wonder if they'll think we're crazy if we tell them what she said.
Nah, I doubt that. They're not like that.
True.
Well, then let's tell them.
Hey, emotionally intelligent
Hey,
characters.
wait, Mac. Let's just check and make sure we really saw her together.
What? Oh, okay.
Tell me what she said.
Together, okay?
1, 2...
Thank you. And then she went on like she really wanted to tell us something.
Yeah, she did.
She said she loved us.
She said she was glad we came.
Yeah, she was glad.
Sorry your daughter died.
Now we can't use her jump function anymore. We broke it when we were leaving Ura.
Gosh, she's more delicate than I thought.
Oh, Ma, don't go saying that.
Mama? What are you, 60? That's just sick.
What? You got a problem with that?
No, I think it's really very endearing. Yes.
Where are the kids?
Asleep. It appears they've seen Niram.
I see.
Gungora might not be there when we return to Ura.
Why?
When I was helping Ced, Gungora had boarded Grand Staff. After that, Grand Staff seemed to just fly away.
What? It flew? That thing can fly?
I think we'd have a better chance of finding Gungora if we looked for Grand Staff, rather than returning to Ura. What do you think, Kaim?
Yeah. If we keep heading south, where does that put us?
The land of the Eastern Tribe.
Let's land and take on supplies. And might be able to tweak the Nautilus for more power, too.
Seth, this ship is a submarine, right? Can we find an underwater passage to an inland lake?
That's a great idea. Ced, set course.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
You're still captain of this ship, Ced.
And yet you're still giving orders, Mama.
Sakaguchi likes underwater paths to
Kaim,
inland
Sarah,
lakes.
Seth. I remember everything. The Hall of Mirrors, 30 years ago.
Do you remember the world on the other side?
He's got his new costume in the past.
We must return. We can't stay here. We're
Maybe there's
not
like a time
from
loop
this
thing going
world.
on.
Yeah, that much I remember.
When these mirrors give off light,
A path links the two worlds.
I shall remain here.
They won't allow it.
Don't you feel the light?
Oh, I feel it.
time has begun to flow again.
1,000 years was a long time.
And yet, those 1,000 years were very important.
A saving spell. That won't work.
You think? You don't understand. As long as we and these mirrors remain here, magic energy will increase in this world. This place shall soon be replete with that magic. And we will be able to access power stronger than any ever known.
Interesting.
To do
You will understand. So set your mind at rest. I won't kill you until then. Until then.
They looked like he was doing like a do ho 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 like Statler and Waldorf laugh.
Then he killed Liram. And he took advantage of Anira's betrayal of Seth. threatening me and leaving my subjects' very lives hanging in the balance.
He used our shock and distress to steal our memories.
Yes.
Memories of the past, though? I wonder if that was just an oversight that Gongora was in his new costume. Oh, cool. Hey, thanks, Tryhard. I am skipping this league because I did Dragon Cup on the last league and it was too much. And I've got too busy in the mornings, but it seems like it's really cool. But they've implemented a lot of the feedback from the last league.
You're super awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Sounds good. I'll almost certainly do the next league. Like I'd earned a break after the last one. They at least changed it so that oh, I can go way back. Interesting. Probably why they had to fit disc 3 where it's like you're really limited in where you're allowed to visit to get all those cutscenes and the like on there. Let me go to a couple towns because I know I'm missing some stuff. I don't know if Uro would actually have any shop spells that I didn't buy before, unless if their stocks have been updated. Pop inside and see what happens. I'm glad they at least changed the league thresholds to be static as opposed to everyone competing with each other every day, because that was like way too stressful. Okay. Central Station. Are we gonna get a memory? Oh my god, finally. Fuck yes, about time. Been like 10 hours. Little liar. Oh, I didn't mean to advance all that. Everyone in the marketplace hates the little girl, not yet 10 years old, and far from having outgrown the sweet innocence of childhood. Earns only open contempt from the grown-ups who have shops on the market. She lies about everything. Hey, mister, I saw a burglar go into your house. Look, lady, everything just fell off your shelves. Hey, everybody, did you hear what the traveler said? Bandits are planning to attack this market. Even the most harmless white lies can be annoying if repeated often enough, and the shopkeepers have found themselves growing angry. You better watch out for her, too, the greengrocer warns Kaim. So Kaim in the stories is like such a more interesting character. He's kind of like the way they characterize Geralt in The Witcher 3, at least. Kaim is new to the town. He arrived a few days ago and just started working in the marketplace. What do her parents do? Doesn't have any. They died? The mother did. 4 or 5 years ago. She was a healthy young woman who never so much as caught a cold in her life. About her father. I'll have to find a job in the city. I think like storybook Kime he's like a laborer a lot of the time. He's just trying to get by, but it seems like main story Kime is like, part of this epic immortal adventuring party. Parents used to operate a variety store in the market. Mother almost single-handedly took care of the actual buying and selling. And as she died, the shop's fortunes took a plunge until it was eventually taken over by someone else. Father went off to a distant capital city in search of a good-paying job. Promised to come back in 6 months, but he'd been gone a whole year. Letters used to arrive from him on occasion. Care of his friend the tailor, but those two gave out about 6 months ago. Guess you could say it's sad for such a little girl to be waiting around for her father to come home, but still. The girl sleeps in the corner of a communal storehouse. Mel used to talk about taking care of her, to be stand-in parents for her until her father comes back. This is no surprise to Kime. He knows from his own experience that all the people who work in the marketplace, not just this plump, kindly woman, are good-hearted and generous despite their limited means. Otherwise, they never would have hired a stranger like him. Long before that first 6 months went by, we were all heartily sick of her. She was a sweet, simple girl while their mother was alive. This experience has left her kind of twisted. Her sweetness is gone. Of course, we feel sorry for her. We take our turns feeding her and dressing her in hand-me-downs. The way she keeps telling lies to the grown-ups, nobody cares about her anymore. Why can't she see that? Kime, she must be lonely, don't you think? A pained smile, the woman shrugs and says, "That's enough gabbing for one day. Work, work." I'm sorting the vegetables. He's unloaded in front of the shop when he hears a little voice behind him. "Hi, mister, you new here? It's the girl." "Uh-huh." "Not from the town, are you?" "No, I'm not." "You living upstairs while you work here?" "For a while, at least. That's what I'm hoping to do." "I'll tell you a secret, okay?" It's starting already. "Okay," Kime says without pausing. There's a ghost in the marketplace. The people don't tell anybody about it because it's bad for business, but it's really here. See it all the time. "Really?" Kime responds with feigned surprise, with more emotion than his voice actor can muster because of the way they directed him. He decides to play along with her rather than scold her for lying. In this endlessly long life of his, he's encountered any number of children who have lost their parents or been abandoned by them. The sadness and loneliness of children who have been cast into the wide world alone are exactly what Kime feels himself as he continues to wander through the infinite flow of time. Cool. What kind of ghost? A woman, and I know who she is. Ghost of a mother who lost her child. Little girl, her only child, died in an epidemic. Overcome with grief, the mother chose to die, and now her ghost appears in the market every night, searching for her daughter. Poor mother, she killed herself so she could be with her daughter, but she can't find her in the other world either. So she keeps looking for her here and calling out, "Where are you? Hurry and come with mommy to the other world." The girl tells her story with deadly seriousness. "Don't you think it's sad?" she asks Kime. She has tears in her eyes, which is precisely why Kime knows she's lying. Even if he'd not been warned by the woman, he would know this was a lie based on what she told him about the girl's background. Kime carefully arranges a bunch of well-ripened grapes in a display crate and asks, "Why do you think the mother can't find her daughter?" "What?" the girl asks with a dazed stare. "Well, the girl's not in the other world. She's not wandering around in this world, so where is she?" Kime does not mean this to be cross-examination. He simply feels that someone who lies out of sorrow can have a far easier time of it by recognizing the lie for what it is. The loneliness of a girl who has lost her mother and been abandoned by her father consists not in telling one little lie, but in having to keep on lying. Yeah. These are really good. It's like wild when you hire an author to write stuff in games. This is basically just short stories. I think you could probably publish these completely independent of Lost Odyssey and just say it's about a 1,000-year-old guy and you wouldn't need this game for any context, but now that you mention it, that's a good point, the girl says. Really? Where did the girl go? Kai momentarily considers pointing at the girl as if to say right here, but before he can do so, she continues. This is the first time anybody ever asked me that. You're kind of different. I wonder. No, you are. You're different, the girl insists. I think we can be friends. Her smile deepens. Kime smiles back at her, saying nothing. Just then, they hear the lady greengrocer coming from the back of the shop, and the girl dashes away. Just before she disappears around a corner into the alleyway, the girl gives Kime a little wave as if to say, "See you soon." The first time, the face of the girl with the all-too grown-up speaking style shows a hint of childishness belittling or befitting her years. The girl begins coming to see Kime at the shop several times a day when the lady grocer's not around. She tells him one lie after another, and he just listens. Baked cookies with my mother last night. I wanted to give you some, but they were so good I ate them all. Bandits kidnapped me when I was a baby. My father came to save me and beat up all the bandits so I didn't get killed. My house, it's a big white one at the foot of the mountain. You're new here, so you probably don't know it. It's the biggest house in town. You don't have a family? You're all alone? Poor Kime. I wish I could share some of my happiness with you. Yeah, this is really sad. They're all really sad, or at least bittersweet. All of her lies are born of sorrow. Sad, lonely lies she could never tell the marketplace people who know her background. At the end of every chat with Kime, as she's leaving, the girl holds her finger to her lips and says, "This is just our little secret. Don't tell the lady grocer." Yeah, they're really good. Like, I think this author has a better, like, grasp of, like, what would it mean for this person to be 1,000 years old and wise. And it doesn't really get a chance to show too much in the main story, sadly. Lies and disparagements are funny things. They don't take shape because someone tells them, but rather because someone listens to and voices agreement with them. A truly isolated individual can never speak ill of anyone. The same can be said regarding lies. Because she has someone to tell her lies to, the girl need not fall into the abyss of true isolation. To protect her small, sad share of happiness, Kime plays the role of her listener, raising no objections. One day, when the girl comes to see Kime, she takes special care not to be noticed by the lady grocer or by the owners of the neighboring shops. Tell me, mister, are you planning to stay here a long time? No, I'm not. You'll be leaving when you save up enough money? Probably. But you don't have enough yet? I'm getting there. Turning a strange smile on the girl. This is a white lie of his own. He already has enough money to support himself on the road. Nor has he taken his current live-in job because he needs money badly. He's here because he hasn't found a destination to travel to. A journey without a destination is an endless journey. Wise men say you need dreams and goals in life, but dreams to accomplish and goals to realize shine as guideposts in life precisely because life is finite. But then what should the dreams and goals of one who has been burdened with a life that has no end? I love there's like recurring kind of turns of phrase in all of these from the author as well. Kime's is not a journey to be hurried, nor is it one that can be hurried. Perhaps drifting day after day with no destination cannot even be called a journey. If I were you, says the girl, I would get out of this marketplace as soon as I had saved up enough for 2 or 3 days of traveling. Kime responds with a silent, pained smile. What would be the look on the girl's face if Kime were to tell her, I'm staying here for you, which, like, you already know that that's what's happening on the previous page, right? It's really good. Finding the meaning of my life for now and providing you with a listener for your lies. The moment these words come to mind, words he could never actually speak to her, the girl looks around furtively and says in a near whisper, I want to get out of here soon. I know a good way you can do it. A good way? Sneak into the tailor's and steal his money. There's a pot in the cabinet at the back of the shop. It's full of money. Are you telling me to steal it? Yes. She looks straight at Kime without the slightest show of doubt in her eyes. In all seriousness, she goes on to explain, Taylor deserves to have his place robbed. Money in the pot is tainted. Uh-oh. It's like her one truth. I know this girl, a good friend of mine, and it's so sad about her. Her mother died and her father went off to work in the capital, and she's all alone. Her father was supposed to come and get her after 6 months, but she hasn't heard a thing from him. Another lie born of sorrow. Kime calmly asks, is there some connection between your friend and the tailor? Of course, a close connection. What's really happening is the father was sending her money every month the way he was supposed to help make her life in the town easier, and he kept writing to her. He wanted to tell her he found a good job in the city and she should come to live with him right away. He's too busy to come for her, so she should come to him, and he sent her money for the trip, but none of the letters or the money ever reached the girl. And why do you think that is? Before Kime can answer, the girl says, the mistake he made was to send the letters and money care of the tailor. He's been keeping all the money for himself. Kime looks away from the girl in order to prop up one sad lie. The girl has piled on a still sadder one, a lie that could hurt another person. This is the saddest thing of all. The lock on the tailor's back door would be really easy to break. Comes running into the grocery store the next morning, shouting for the owner. He says directly to the woman, not to Kime, burglars broke into the tailor's shop last night. He says she saw a number of burglars sneaking in late at night after the marketplace emptied out. Oh my. This have just been terrible. It's true though, I really saw them. Little girl, just enough I can take from you. You're such a little liar. It scares me to death to think about you growing up to be a burglar or a con artist or something. Busy trying to open my shop now. Do you mind? Try it on somebody else. Help, somebody come. Burglars, they took all my money. Marketplace is in an uproar. The girl was not lying. That much is certain. But all too accustomed to her lies, people now suggest the possibility of another kind of lie. Maybe she did it. What do you think? And so it begins. I think you may be right. Talk about play acting. I wouldn't put it past her. Let's go find her. We'll make her tell, even if we have to get a little rough with her. No one objects to this suggestion. Some run off to the storehouse and others start searching the marketplace. Can't find her anywhere. The storehouse is empty. She ran away with the money. As the searchers return with the reports and speculation, Kime finally understands everything. After all her sad lies, the girl has left behind one final truth. Couldn't have gotten very far. Yeah, we can still catch her. The little thief. Wait till I get my hands on her. The men rage and the women fan the flames. Give her what she deserves. We were so nice to her, and now look how she treats us. Can't let her get away with it. Oh man, these give me chills very frequently. A dozen men start to run after her, but Kime stands tall in the road, blocking their way. Hey, move it. Men are out for blood, but Kime knows if he felt like it, he can knock them all down and they wouldn't be able to lay a finger on him. Instead, he relaxes his powerful stance and throws a leather coin pouch on the ground in front of the men. Stolen money's in there, he says. Is this all the money he saved? What? Sorry, I stole it. Oh man. Kime raises his hands to show he will not resist. Do what you like with me. I'm ready. The lady grocer breaks through the wall of men, shouting at him. How could you do this, Kime? I wanted the money. Not just saying this to protect the girl? The woman's intuition is too sharp. Forcing a smile, Kime turns to the tailor and says, it was in the pot in the cabinet, right? The man nods energetically. It's true, he must have done it. I had the money in a pot. He's the thief. All these stories end perfectly, to the extent that you can set up a story in a certain way where there's only one way to resolve it, right? The money wasn't the only thing in the pot, though, was it? What are you saying? You had some letters in there, too. Letters from the girl's father. That's a lie. Don't be crazy. It's true, though. No, there couldn't have been any letters. I threw them all. The tailor claps his hand over his mouth, but it's too late. What's this about? Better tell us everything. People's angry glances turn from Kime to the tailor. Some days later, 2 letters arrive for the girl addressed to the lady at the grocery store and the nice man upstairs. Kime's letter says the girl managed to find her father in the capital, but is it a lie? Is it a final lie? He has no way of knowing if it's true or not. Fucking great. It's hard to imagine a little girl finding her father in the big city so easily without knowing his address or workplace. Still, he decides to believe it when the girl's letter says, I am happy now. Aw. Hey, Joe Man, how you doing? Human beings are the only animals that lie. Lies to deceive people, lies to benefit oneself, lies to protect one's heart from the threat of crushing loneliness and sorrow. If there were no lies in this world, much strife and misunderstanding would surely disappear. On the other hand, perhaps it's because this world is a mixture of truth and lies and people have learned how to believe. Yeah, I like that. It's been a long time, Joe Man. What you been up to? When he's through reading his letter, Kym turns to the woman. Concentrating on her own letter, she shyly raises her head when she senses Kym looking at her. I give up, she declares. Listen to this. I'm so grateful to you and the others in the marketplace for all you've done for me. I'll never forget you as long as I live. A liar to the bitter end, that girl, she says, smiling through her tears. It's really good. They're so good. Like I think the whole game, even if the JRPG part was bad, which it's not, the JRPG part is fine, the game would be worth it just for those. And I think it's fun playing them in-game too, with like the kinetic typography and the music and stuff. Some of the background art. Oh, right on. That's really well localized. They clearly spent the money on that, which is nice. It has a couple issues. It's not perfect, and it certainly came out around the time that reviewers are really turning on JRPGs, but I think it holds up. So much better than Final Fantasy XIII. Did not realize that that was an interactable when I was here before. Oh wow, that's really great to hear. I've been pretty emotionally affected by several of them, actually. Like, I'll get Frisson at least, and then there was one or two back in an earlier episode that I think made me tear up. They're really, really well done. The music enhances it perfectly. Like, I'm really, really, really susceptible to music. There's a lot of filmmakers who have a relationship with their composer where they can use music to manipulate the audience really effectively, and I'm heavily, easily manipulated by that. But they tend to, like, use it smartly. They don't play the, like, really emotional music until the story gets to the right point for it. Just trying to check to see if there's any spells I missed somewhere. Out of here. But I guess there's side stories I missed, so it's worth exploring all the old towns, if only for that. 50G is cheap as free. Now, speaking of, I should change the party here. So, definitely want to minimize. I don't need this many immortals. I think I really like Sed. Let's do Tolton. And then Cook, probably. Good dedicated healer. Okay, see how that goes. 4 characters who can physically attack reasonably strongly. Okay. Need people to start skill linking with Sed, so I guess I'll get everybody to learn auto shield. She's almost done learning things she was working on. I don't think you lose progress if you click off it, so since it doesn't stack, I think I may as well learn the stuff that's actually immediately helpful. She's already learned everything, okay. Did he never finish learning 2 accessories? That would be kind of annoying. Oh, he has it. I just haven't equipped it because I'm a dumbass. Okay. Well, I can save myself some trouble here. Let's do 2 accessories. And then this for now, until I finish learning the other one. Okay. Sarah is so far behind. Really hope there's not like something at the end of the game that requires me to use them. That's cool about Mystical Ninja 64. To the core. No, that one hasn't crossed my desk. I get another one? Oh my god. Embarrassment of riches. We really just didn't have any on disc 3. White flowers. Lovely white flowers mark the town. They bloom on every street corner, not in beds or fields set aside for their cultivation, but blending naturally and in profusion with every row of houses. Though the buildings and the blossoms have grown up together. The season is early spring and snow still lingers on the nearby mountains, but the stretch of ocean that gently laps the town's southern shore is bathed in refulgent sunlight. This is an old and prosperous harbor town. Even now, each day its piers see many cruise ships and freighters come and go. Oh, it sounds cool, Triard. Down. History, however, sharply divided between the time before and the time after an event that happened one day long ago. People here prefer not to talk about it, the watershed engraved upon the town's chronology. Memories are too sorrowful to make stories out of them. Kime knows this, and because he knows it, he's come here once again. Passing through, the tavern master asks him. At the sound of his voice, Kime responds with a faint smile. We're here for the festival, I suppose. You should take your time and enjoy it. The Bucky. The man is in high spirits. He's joined his customers in glass after glass until now and is quite red in the face. No one shows any signs of blaming him for overindulging. Every seat in the tavern is filled and the air reverberates with laughter. Happy voices can be heard now and then as well as from the road outside. The entire town is celebrating. Once each year, the festival has people making merry all night long until the sun comes up. We've got a room for the night, sir. Too late to find one now. Every inn is full to overflowing. So it seems. Not that anyone would be foolish enough to spend the night like this, quietly tucked away under the covers in his room. The tavern master winks at Kime as if to say, "Not you, sir, I'm sure. Tonight we're going to have the biggest, wildest party you've ever seen. Everybody's invited, locals or not. Drink, food, gambling, women. Just let me know what you want. I'll make sure you have it." Kime sips his drink and says nothing. Because he's planning to stay awake all night, he has not taken a room, though he has no plans to join the festival either. Kime will be offering up a prayer at the hour before dawn when the night is at its darkest and deepest. He will leave the town, set off by the morning sun as it pokes its face up between the mountains and the sea, just as he did at the time of his last visit. Back then, the tavern master, who a few minutes ago was telling one of his regular customers that his first grandchild is about to be born, was himself just an infant. "This one's on me. Drink up," pulling Kime's shot glass. He peers at Kime suspiciously and says, "You did come for the festival, didn't you?" "No, not really." "Don't tell me you didn't know about it. You came here by pure chance?" "Afraid so." "You came here on business, forget it. You'll never get serious talk out of anybody on a special night like this." The tavern master goes on to explain what's so special about this night. "Must have heard something about it. Once, a long, long time ago, this town was almost completely destroyed." It's like Kime's like, "Yeah, I was there." It's doing the repeating. There are two kinds of events that divide history into before and after. One is the birth or death of some great personage, a hero or a savior. The other is something like a war or plague or natural disaster. What divided this town's history into before and after was a violent earthquake. It happened without warning and gave the soundly sleeping people of the town no chance to flee. A crack opened in the earth with a roar, and roads and buildings just fell to pieces. Fires started and they spread in the twinkling of an eye. Almost everyone was killed. You probably can't imagine it. All I know is what they taught me in school. And what does Resurrection Festival mean to a kid? It was just something that happened once upon a time. I live here, and that's all it means to me. So a traveler like you probably can't even begin to imagine what it was like. Know what they call this holiday? Resurrection Festival? Town was resurrected from a total ruin to this. That's what the celebration's all about. Kime gives the man a grim smile and sips his liquor. What's so funny? Last time I was here, they were calling it Earthquake Memorial Day. It wasn't a festival for this kind of wild celebrating, or are we going to talk about how distance from the event has changed? What are you talking about? It's been the Resurrection Festival ever since I was a kid. That was before you were old enough to remember anything. Huh? Before that, they called it Consolation of the Spirits. They'd burn a candle for each person who died and pray for them to rest in peace. It was a sad festival, lots of crying. You sound as if you saw it happening yourself. I did. Tavern Master laughs with a loud snort. I also like this, that like people don't understand that he's immortal and he doesn't really talk about it. It's like too complicated, but like the main story is like all about how everyone knows what the immortals are, right? I guess townsfolk do, but like you never get to interact with townsfolk. I think that's what's cool about these stories too, is that they're all about like just like random town NPCs type people that you like don't ever really get to interact with or hear any backstory from in normal JRPGs. You look sober, but you must be plastered out of your mind. Now listen, it's festival night, so I'm gonna let you off the hook for pulling my leg. Don't say stuff like that in front of the other townspeople. All of our ancestors, mine included, are the ones who barely escape with their lives. Kime knows full well what he's doing. He never expected the man to believe him. He just wanted to find out for himself whether the townspeople were still handing down the memories of the tragedy, whether deep down behind their laughing faces there still lingered the sorrow that had been passed down from their forefathers' time. Called away by one of his other customers, the tavern master leaves Kime's side, but not without first delivering a warning. Be careful what you say, sir. That kind of nonsense can get you in trouble. Really, Think about it. The earthquake happened 200 years ago. Kime doesn't answer him. He sips his liquor in silence. Among the ones who died in the tragedy 200 years ago were his wife and daughter. Of all the dozens of wives and hundreds of children Kime has had in his eternal life, the wife and child he had here were especially unforgettable. In those days, Kime had a job at the harbor. There were just the three of them, he, his wife, and their little girl. They lived simply and happily. The same kind of days that had preceded today would continue on into endless tomorrows. Everyone in the town believed that, including Kime's wife and daughter, of course. But Kime knew differently, precisely because his own life was long without end, and he had consequently tasted the pain of countless partings. Kime knew all too well that in the daily life of humans there was no forever. This life his family was leading would have to end sometime. It could not go on unchanged. This was by no means a cause for sorrow, however. Denied a grasp upon forever, human beings knew how to love and cherish the here and now. I really like how this author seems to understand, like, okay, yeah, I'm writing a story about an immortal guy, but the story needs to be about something, and it needs to, like, apply to people who aren't immortal. And all of them do. It's really, really smart. Kime especially loved to show his daughter flowers. The more fragile and short-lived, the better. Flowers that bloomed with the morning sun and scattered before the sun went down. They were everywhere in this harbor town, lovely white flowers that bloomed in early spring. His daughter loved the flowers. She was a gentle child who could never break off blossoms that struggled so bravely to bloom. Instead, she simply watched them for hours at a time. That year, too. Yeah, you would hope so. Look how big the buds are. They'll be blooming any time now, she said happily when she found the white flowers on the road near the house. Tomorrow, maybe? Kime wondered aloud. Absolutely, his wife chimed in merrily. Get up early tomorrow morning and have a look. Poor little flowers, though, said the daughter. It's nice when they bloom, but then they wither right away. All the better, said Kime's wife. It's good luck if you get to see them blooming. That makes it more fun. Maybe fun for us, answered the girl, but think about the poor flowers. They work so hard to open up, and then they wither the same day. It's sad. Well, yes, I guess so. Yeah, poor Kime. A momentary air of sadness flowed into the room, but Kime dispelled it with a laugh. Happiness is not the same thing as longevity, he proclaimed. The thought of, like, video game Kime ever ending a sentence with an exclamation point and a laugh is, like, shocking. What does that mean, Papa? It may not bloom for long, but the flower's happy if it can open up the prettiest blossom and give off the sweetest perfume. It knows how to make while it is blooming. The girl seemed to be having trouble grasping this and simply nodded with a little sigh. She then broke into a smile and said, It must be true if you say so, Papa. Her smile was more beautiful than any flower in full bloom. He should have said it to her. Kime later regretted that he had not. The words he had uttered so carelessly, he came to realize, turned out to be something of a prophecy. Well now, young lady, he said, if you're getting up early to see the flowers tomorrow morning, you'd better go to bed right now. All right, Papa, if I really have to. I'm going to bed now, too, said Kime's wife. Okay, then. Good night, Papa. His wife said to Kime, Good night, dear. I'm only going to bed now. Good night, Kime replied. These turned out to be the last words the family shared. A violent earthquake struck the town before dawn. Kime's house collapsed in a heap of rubble. Kime's two loved ones departed for that distant other world before they could awaken from their deep sleep without ever having a chance to say good morning to him. The morning sun rose on a town that had been destroyed in an instant. Amid the rubble, the flowers were blooming. White flowers that Kime's daughter had badly wanted to see. It's like the text fades in and you're like, yes, correct. That's the correct next thing that should happen in the story that they've written. Kime thought to lay a flower in offering on his daughter's cold corpse, but abandoned the idea. He could not bring himself to pick a flower. No one, no living being on the face of the earth, he realized, had the right to snatch the life of a flower that possessed that life for only one short day. Kime could never say to his daughter, You first go to heaven and wait for me, I'll be there before long. Nor would he ever know the joy of reunion with his loved ones. To live for 1,000 years meant bearing the pain of 1,000 years of partings. Kime continued his long journey. A dizzying number of years and months flowed by, years and months during which numberless wars and natural calamities scourged the earth. People were born and they died, they loved each other and were parted from the ones they loved. There were joys beyond measure and sorrows just as measureless. People fought and argued without end, but they also loved and forgave each other endlessly. Thus was history built up as the tears of the past evolved gradually into prayers for the future. Kime continued his long journey. I like that repeating phrase. After a while, he rarely thought about the wife and daughter with whom he had spent those few short days in the harbor town, but he never forgot them. Kime continued his long journey, and in the course of his travels, he stopped by the harbor town again. Like, it's prose, but it feels like poetry, like long-form poetry. I imagine, I don't know if that's just, they've done a really good job of localizing it from the Japanese, right? As the night deepened, the din of the crowds only increased. Now, as a hint of light comes into the eastern sky, without a signal from anyone, the noise gives way to silence. Kime has been standing in the town's central square. The revelers, too, have found their way here one at a time, until almost before he knows it, the stone-paved plaza is filled with people. Kime feels a tap on the shoulder. "I didn't expect to find you here," says the tavern master. And Kime gives him a silent smile. The tavern master looks somewhat embarrassed and says, "Something I forgot to tell you before." "Oh?" "Earthquake happened a long time ago, before my father and mother's time, even before my grandparents' generation. It might sound funny for me to say this, but I can't imagine this town in ruins." "I know what you mean." "I do think, though, that there are probably things in this world that you can remember even if you haven't actually experienced them, like the earthquake. I haven't forgotten it, and I'm not the only one. It may have happened 200 years ago, but nobody in this town has ever forgotten it. We can't imagine it, but we can't forget it either." Just as Kime nods again to signal his understanding of the tavern keeper's words, a somber melody echoes throughout the square. This is the hour when the earthquake destroyed the town. All the people assembled here close their eyes, clasp their hands together, and offer up a prayer, the tavern master and Kime among them. To Kime's closed eyes come the smiling faces of his dead wife and daughter. Why are they so beautiful and so sad, these faces that believe with all their hearts that tomorrow is sure to come? Music ends. Morning sun climbs above the horizon. Everywhere throughout the town bloom countless white flowers. 200 years, the white flowers have changed. Scientists have hypothesized that the earthquake may have changed the nature of the soil itself, but no one knows the cause for sure. The lives of the flowers have lengthened. For before they would bloom and wither in the space of a single day, now they hold their blooms for 3 and 4 days at a time. Moistened by the dew of night, bathed in the light of the sun, the white flowers strive to live their lives to the fullest, beautifying the town as if striving to live out the portion of life denied to those whose tomorrows are snatched away from them forever. Beautiful. They're all perfect. They're so good. Never claim that I don't like texts or visual novels or stories. I really want them to be well written. Okay, I don't think we want to be here, so it's probably time to roll out of here. I'm sure someone in, like, academia has coined a phrase or term for this, but I really like... I think there's a way to go about writing your story such that after you've done the groundwork, like, the story just writes itself. That you end up only having a couple reasonable possibilities remaining as ways that you could resolve the story, and one of them is almost always the best one. Oh my god, 3? It's so funny that there were none in disc 3. This will probably have to be the last one, because they do take a while to get through. Absolute embarrassment of riches. Beyond the wall. Oh, shit. Did not do that. I like the kinetic typography. The wall is being demolished. Sledgehammers resound on both sides. The wall marked the national border for decades, until yesterday. Border might not be the right word. Originally, both sides were part of a single nation. The country became divided owing to differences in ideology, and the two sides remained so mutually antagonistic that a high, thick wall had to be built. Those days are gone now. A year ago, the leaders of the two sides shook hands in a historic reconciliation. Today, after much preparation and coordination, the wall that symbolized the two sides' antagonism is being demolished. The sound of hammering signals the end of opposition and extols the beginning of peace. Give me a break, says Yuguno, spitting on the ground and glaring at the backs of the people swarming at the wall. Look at them, smiling like idiots. I can't believe it. Glances at Kime by his side as if to say, right? Still boyish face wears a scowl of disgust. Tell me, Kime, you've been to a lot of different countries and seen all kinds of people. People just take years of hatred like that and throw it out the window? Kime gives him a sour smile instead of replying. Yuguno is a young man, the first person Kime became friends with shortly after he arrived in this border town. He's pleasant enough except for his stubborn hatred of people from the other side. Wabi-sabi, beauty and transience and death. That's great. I have to read more of those then. If they're like this, then inject it into my veins. One lousy handshake and I'm out of a job. I mean, really, give me a break. Yuguno used to be a border guard. In other words, one of the men assigned to keep watch on the wall. He had volunteered, eager to kill anyone who dared to come over the wall from the other side. If his superiors had permitted it, he would have gladly crossed over and attacked the other side rather than waiting to fend off an invasion. As a mandatory part of the reconciliation, however, the border guards were disbanded. Unlike his brothers in arms, who quickly started new lives for themselves, Yuguno was left behind by the changing times. Tell me, Kime, can people be allowed to just slough off their resentment so easily? Do they just not give a damn? Kime does not respond to this wisely. He knows that Yuguno is a victim of the age of confrontation. Still just a young man, a boy even. Yuguno has been thoroughly conditioned since childhood to view the other side as the enemy. Watch out. The other side could attack at any time. Watch out. The other side are all cruel, cold-hearted villains. Watch out. If the other side ever invaded and occupied our towns, they'd burn down our houses, steal our property, kill our men, and assault our women. Watch out. The day is not far off when they will be invading us. It could be 3 days from now, or it could be tomorrow. They might be climbing the wall today, this very moment. Watch out. They've already sent their spies among us. Can you tell for sure who they are? Oh, and you can tell for sure who they are. They're the ones who extol and sympathize with the other side by word and by deed. Watch out. They're probing for the slightest gaps in our psychological armor. Remain alert. Be ready to draw your sword at any moment. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Much to be found about the other side in the history books distributed in the schools on the side. Pictures of the people from the other side portrayed them all as ferocious demons. Not the only one, you know. All of us were taught the same thing, so how come everybody but me is so happy about the wall coming down? Yuguno asks, looking utterly bewildered by these new developments. Again and again he repeats his disbelief. Finally, Kime cannot help but respond to him. You are too pure, he says. What? It's not your fault, Yuguno. It's the ones who filled your pure, honest heart with hatred. Wait a second now, Kime. The animals who live on the other side of the wall are the ones who did that to me, the horrible things they do. Kime cuts him short. Have they ever done anything horrible to you? Well, sure, no, not really to me, but just what is it you hate the other side for? Well, you see... Yuguno is momentarily at a loss for words until all he can do is raise his voice and blurt out, "It's true, though. The whole bunch of them are just horrible people." He folds his arms in a decided pout. How are they horrible? What did you ever see any of them do? When? Where? Yuguno stammers and sputters. Have you ever even met somebody from over there? Kime demands to know. Yugino hangs his head and shakes it from side to side. With a grim smile, Kaim says, well, I have. Is he going to claim to be from the other side? They're not devils or demons or anything of the sort. How could they be? You all used to be part of the same country. That stuff is beside the point anyway. Countries and races and tribes. You're all human beings. You're all the same. Yugino stays silent, hanging his head. Cheers erupt at the wall. The wall that has separated the two worlds for decades has just now been broken through. Representatives from this side and the other side walk through the opening, greet each other with smiles and firm handshakes and embrace. Cheers grow louder and people, mostly members of the younger generation, gather in circles here and there, expressing their joy. Yugino glares down at his own shadow and asks Kaim, so what should I do now? All I've ever done is hate. All I've ever known how to do is hate them. Kaim gives Yugino a pat on the shoulder and says, it's not too late to change. You can start now. Can I? You can, I'm sure of it. Kaim is sure because he knows what it was like when both sides were a single country. It was a kindly nation, by no means rich, a happy country of compassionate people. Telling you, Yugino, people can change. You say so. Look over there, Yugino. Look at those people enjoying themselves. Hesitantly, Yugino raises his head. Around the wall, a celebration is beginning. Young people are dancing, singing, toasting each other, engaging in conversation. All of them used to be companions of Yugino's who received the same education he did. No doubt the young people on the other side were similarly educated to hate. What do you see over there? Demons? Devils? Yugino shakes his head and lets the tightness go out of his shoulders. I'm beginning to wonder, Kaim, why until now I've been so... Kaim pats him on the shoulder again to signal that he understands. People can change. They can change from hating to loving and from loving to hating. Yes, Kaim knows about that as well. He saw how such a wonderfully unified country was divided in two at the end of a violent civil war. Don't change anymore, Kaim says, not just to Yugino, but to all the smiling young people. A young girl hesitantly approaches Yugino. She's from the other side. She carries a plate full of cookies. Have some if you'd like, she says. I baked them this morning. Cookies are heart-shaped. Urged on by the smiling Kaim, Yugino reaches out for a cookie, his face bright red. Thanks, he says shyly and takes a bite of his cookie. Good, she asks. Turns a deeper shade of red and says, delicious. White birds cut across the blue sky. From the other side to this side, from this side to the other. White birds sail through the sky almost joyfully, as if to tell the people below, in the beginning there were no borders. That's a nice one. Just nice and straightforward. Some of them are like really depressing. Treasure hunt information, deepen memory. Okay. I like that the author also is able to make like kind of nice human statements that aren't like trite or saccharine or like undeservedly like centrist, you know, because that can be really frustrating when you just say, oh, everything's fine and going to be fine forever, but he'll include the line that's like, no, love can turn to hate. Okay, so I probably should wrap there, especially if there's this many stories in this part of the game. Future Marstead, leave Ura, keep visiting other towns. I guess go to the boat and then just go to the towns in order to look for shops and more side stories to unlock, because that's the best part of the game. You're looking for some spells that you missed, and eventually you want to get in the boat and use the submarine feature to go into a lake that's inland, because Sakaguchi really likes that. It's in like 3 or 4 Final Fantasies. Yeah, that was cool.